Hey everyone, Makana here. Now, I know it's been a while since I made a video on YouTube for like the last month or so. But I'm back now and I'm here to talk about one of the things that happened over the last weekend that got the internet talking about, which is basically Nintendo's update on Metroid Prime 4. And if you don't know what happened during that update, I'll just give it to you right now. So, in a YouTube video, Nintendo head Shinya Takahashi basically said that the development of Metroid Prime 4 as it is right now was not living up to the quality standards of the past Metroid Prime games. Therefore, they're basically restarting the entire development on that game and getting Retro Studios back on their hand to develop the game. And that means, ding ding ding, delayed. So yeah, we didn't know exactly when Metroid Prime 4 was coming out because they never really talked about it after its announcement at E3 2017, which by that announcement alone got everyone excited. I mean, take a look at my reaction back when it was announced.
What is this? What is this? That sound 4. All I'm thinking is Metroid Prime 4. That's all I'm thinking. Metroid Prime 4. Ah! Yes! Yes! Yes, I want a new Metroid! Yes! 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 Thank God! Thank God!
You can see, like, I basically reacted kind of like the same way to everyone else, even though it was just mainly a logo, and we never got anything else until last weekend. The one question is gonna come, like, is this gonna be a good move for Metroid Prime 4? Well, first off, we need to give Nintendo credit for how they announced this. Like, video game companies usually tend to like BS their way across, many PR stunt moves and saying, jibber jabber that no one would really understand, or basically just giving us lies. Nintendo was being transparent and straight up honest, saying that the game was not that good of a quality compared to previous Metroid Prime games. Therefore, they basically said, we want to make the game good, we want to make it stand up to the rest of the Metroid Prime games. We're going to have to rescrap everything and get the original developer back on. And, they're doing that right now. And it does suck that it is delayed from when it was initially coming out, which we did not know when. Like, they never gave us a launch timing. So, this delay and their reasoning, I'm okay with. And I'm not alone. Everyone else who took on the internet were basically saying the same thing. Like, the reason for Metroid Prime 4's delay is good enough to where we can wait to have a really great experience. Many games have definitely been delayed for this quite long of a period, and they have not lived up to the standards of what kind of game that they should have been. And I can name many games that were delayed far beyond their numerous times that have not lived up to expectations. But there are many instances where games that have been delayed for this long are usually one of the best experiences that players would have. And I'm glad that Nintendo is taking that approach with Metroid Prime 4. And yeah, I am pretty pleased to say that, I am all down for this. Like, I've seen a lot of the internet's reaction to the Metroid Prime 4 delay. And I haven't seen any reaction from the internet that was negative. And, that's something that you have to give Nintendo credit for. Like, they communicated to the audience to where they want to hear what they want to hear, without giving too much. Like, they're basically apologizing to everyone on why we're waiting this long, and that they're giving us a heads up that it's going to be quite some time before we see it again. So, while it may not release this year, or probably next year to be honest, it's a good feeling for every Metroid Prime fan to know that the game is still being made, it's still coming, we just gotta wait a little longer to make it the best as it can, living up the test of time as the last Metroid Prime titles. And you know what? I never played Metroid Prime before. Like, I own the first game. Like, I have the ability to play it. But I didn't. Yet. Because I was awaiting on the next title to come to the Switch. Like every other Nintendo franchise. And when it did, I was like, yes, I think that will be the first Metroid Prime title that I'll play. But knowing the circumstances that Nintendo's going through, it made me realize that they are listening to their fans. They want to make a game that's truly worthy of the Metroid Prime legacy. And it's because of their reasoning and their logic that I want to actually play the first 3 games. Like, I really want to go on my Wii U and get Metroid Prime Trilogy just to experience all the rest of the Metroid Prime games that were prior. And because I heard nothing but good things. And that's what made Retro Studios like one of the best Nintendo's own second-party studio ever. And I played a lot of Retro Studios' more recent games. Mainly the Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. And I had a lot of fun. So, Metroid Prime is something that I want to jump into as a series. So, I am going to be playing this playing all 3 games. Hopefully I can do it before Metroid Prime 4 comes out. But that's my own project. I'm not going to be making any videos on top of this. But I am down to see where Metroid Prime 4 goes from here. And you know what? Nintendo, you got my word. Like, there have been many things where I have been excited for, but also questioned at the same time. Especially from Nintendo. Like, I may be a Nintendo fanboy, but I know when stuff is a little bit questionable, like Labo. I don't know if you guys saw, like, I rarely use Nintendo Labo now. I haven't even get the 3rd set. But knowing that their reasoning behind Metroid Prime 4 was so spot on and things that we want to hear as the gamers, we are all down for it. So, Nintendo, keep taking your time on making a good game. Like, this is what we want to see every developer to do. Like, if the game is not living up to the quality expectations, just tell us. Like, it may be a bitter pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, like, they're working their hardest to make the game as best as it can possibly be. Like, yeah, we say this for many games that have done this, but for Nintendo specifically, like, they know how to make really great games. And Nintendo definitely has the track record. Even in recent years, like with the Switch, Breath of the Wild, that's a game that also got delayed, like, numerous times. And look where it is right now. Like, it's basically marked as one of the best video games of all time. And this was a more recent title. So, I have nothing but extremely high hopes for Metroid Prime 4. And with that, I'm looking forward to whenever we get to see more Metroid Prime 4. Even without the fact that Metroid Prime 4 is not coming out this year, like, Nintendo still has a lot of big stuff that are coming out this year in particular. Luigi's Mansion 3, Animal Crossing for the Switch, Yoshi's Crafted World that's coming out in like 2 months from now. What else? Bayonetta 3, even though that's not confirmed for this year yet. But I'm excited for Bayonetta 3. Like, they have like a lot of big stuff that are coming this year. Not just from them, but from third parties as well. So I like us as the gamers about if we should worry about Metroid Prime 4, we shouldn't, because knowing the type of message that they gave us, it's all that we want to know, and at least we know that for a while we're not going to see anything about it. But once we do, it'll probably blow us away, kind of like what the logo did. And with that, that's all I can really say. Nintendo, keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like this video and also subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to get more videos like this. Also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, #, and join my Discord server. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.